I would like to talk to you a little bit today about restaurant failure, but even more importantly, about restaurant success, which is really why we're here. Researching restaurant failure is very difficult. Where do you find people? When I failed, my restaurant failed, I didn't go on the news and say, I'd love for somebody to talk to me and tell you all about why I failed. Because at that time, I'm not sure I knew why I failed. So some key findings of what we found is affiliation. Affiliation means, are you a part of a chain, a corporate chain? Are you a franchise, or are you an independent? Size. It's interesting that the research has shown that the bigger the restaurant, the less likely it is to fail. As the size of the restaurant goes up, as you're starting that, the complexity goes up, the need for systems and controls go up, the oversight of investors is there, and that means that the likelihood of failure goes down. Density is the number of restaurants in a given location. However, the other side of that is that if you cluster restaurants, a bunch of restaurants together actually bring people to it. And the more oversight you have, the more managerial monitoring you have, the better chances you have for success. Now, key success factors for independents are: have a business plan. This is a structure that forces you to look at every single detail of your restaurant concept. Another thing that was kind of interesting that came out of this is that if you open a restaurant, a new restaurant in a space, a lease space that has closed before, you need to remodel that 100% so that no one can come in and go, oh yeah, this is that place that closed last year. It's got to be completely remodeled. Have obvious value. Now, I've eaten at restaurants that cost €100 a meal and that cost €5 a meal. So, but the higher the price point that you have, obviously, the more pressure there is, the higher the expectation is of that food and of the concept. Now, failure is the opportunity to begin again, only better.